This is MJ coming to you with all the information needed to utilize the Mage class. Mages in Multiversus have the least number of characters right now, but are the most difficult to learn. They make use of tricks and a host of weapons to really play tricks on your opponents. They excel in range and zone control. There are currently two mages, which are Bugs Bunny and Tom and Jerry. I'm going to start this off with Bugs Bunny as he's the first character I've leveled to 15. And I have a firm understanding of his skill set along with a few tricks.
Oh, you like carrots, do you? Well, how about these carrots?
Right, so every character has a neutral attack, which is this one, and a neutral special. So these attacks are done by just pressing the button and standing on the spot. So neutral special would be triangle, which as you can see the safe at the bottom is rumbling because I don't have one, and then square, that's the neutral attack. So neutral attacks can be charged, and then they do a little bit more damage. Along with neutral attacks, we also have these side attacks. So if I press side and square, up and square, down and square. So down and square does a pie, and when he runs out of pies he'll pull out a box and start grabbing items from it, and then you can throw said items. You also don't need to use the pie straight away. If you notice, it's stuck to my side. And you can do two. Right. So with the up attack, you can charge it as well. So you press up and after you press up, you hold square. They go a lot further up. Yeet. Press triangle on side. You charm. They're frozen. Press down and triangle. He does this ground move. Your opponents cannot go through this. However, your teammates can. You just press down when you're over this. And if you notice, it does some damage. That's because of a perk I have. Right here. Called Coming Through Dark. Another great thing you can do with bugs, which you charm, and then you can hit up. Or if you want to be sneaky, when this reset, you charm, hit this up.
It's my lucky rabbit's foot.
See, there's great juggle potential there. And then you notice it's coming back down. So he's very good at keeping areas under control. So the best part, if you've got someone who's trying to climb up or anything, you can whack them with this. If you actually angle your hits right, you can knock the safe up this way. So as people are trying to recover. Also, the safe can hit off of someone too. You notice how that kind of, you push up and triangle, you're doing a rocket combo. So as they're coming back off of the edge, they've got no way to kind of avoid it. Like, it's less likely to avoid it. And the best part about these rockets that he does as he's special is the walls. So you can do them for survival. So if you're dangling down here, you can actually survive by shooting a rocket up. Now, these rockets aren't exclusively for going up as well. You can do it sideways. But it does eventually come down, because what goes up must come down. So, the sideways one, that is really good if you are in a situation where they're trying to come back over this way and they're down here. If you can angle it right, it will hit about this area here, and as they try coming up, they will donk off of it and it will be an instant spike. Another thing that's good about the safes is when you destroy them, they drop items for you. So let's show you that. Would help if it doesn't get destroyed, but that's because of the neutral. Oh my god. Alright, well. We'll try this again. So look, it dropped a sandwich, which is funny because he literally is holding one too. So there is a lot of cooldowns with Bugs Bunny, but you saw as that was coming down, all you had to do was him into that like that and it would bounce off of it. If you have to listen for audio cues with Bugs, I've noticed. He will do certain sound effects. Like when it's coming down, you hear like a whoosh sound. There it is, hear it? So what you do is you wait. Ground attacks. There is also a air variant of every attack. So that's an up square. That's a side square. It's called Lucky Rabbit's Foot, I'm pretty sure. And there's a down. That's a spike. So if they're hanging off the edge here, and you do that, like it's really great potential to knock them straight down. You just have to be cautious of people, because if I'm here, right? Let me get off the edge. I'm not going to climb straight up normally. I'm going to go out this way and then come back this way. So if you're facing against the bugs, just be cautious of their cooldowns, because there's a lot of ways that they can survive. And then we have their up triangle, which is their up special. And then the side triangle. And then the down triangle is the same as the floor version, except you like nosedive from up higher. When he doesn't have his ability, it's on cooldown, he just drops really quickly, if you notice. And then yeah, it's just rockets. Also, if you, as demonstrated there, if you just press the neutral attack button by itself, so triangle without moving in any direction, he paints a safe. That's another way to be good at spiking someone off the edge, because as they're trying to climb up, if you plant a safe here, it could potentially block them, see? But with Bugs Bunny, I would say that his attacks are really great at juggling people. So it's harder to like combo with him, but what I would potentially do is slow him, hit him up, and then donk him off the top with the up triangle.
Oh, dude, I can't let everyone down.
So hit him up. That's another attack too, the up and square. Try and save the up and square as the last one. Also, you can kind of hit them upwards and then juggle them off. Like, you can climb onto the rocket. Also, don't be afraid to, when they're off the edge like this, let's try and get him towards the edge. Oh, he doesn't want to. Alright, so when they're towards the edge over here, it's really hard to do it with these bots. Alright. See, like, that's always a good move. You hit that rocket there, and if you get lucky, they're going to be coming down from that side. But yeah, when you get them on the edge, it's a safety line right here. If you off the wall, you can use your rockets, and when you've run out, you can do 2 of those. So it's very easy if you're out here to survive. I would say a word of caution to like fall before you do it, because if I'm out here and someone sees what I'm doing, they're likely to go for me and try to hit the top corner. So if you kind of hit yourself down a bit, and then not that low obviously, because you don't want to be at risk. But yeah, if you get out here and then drop a little and then go again, you can turn straight into a side kick to try and keep yourself safe, and you can charge it as well. So when you're coming back on, you kind of want to kick yourself back. That's it. You want to give him that lucky rabbit's foot. Another thing with upwards as well is that's his neutral neutral attack when he's in the air. So let's it's really hard with these bots. They don't want to cooperate.
You'll get a kick out of this one.
So yeah, it's a really good area. It's just a little hit. It's not going to be game breaking. To be honest, you want to focus on being able to slow them, and you want to keep them having to move from certain areas. You want to utilize your holds downwards as much as possible, because if you hit someone off guard, you can actually do a really nice attack, like hit them straight up into this. As you saw as well, the objects go through it, so if I planted my safe on a hole, it comes out the other side and goes straight up. We'll see if we can get it right this time, but we'll see. This game does not cooperate all the time. So yeah, right here. See if it's gonna work. There you go, see? And then that's gonna drop again. And it comes back through the other side. So imagine someone's on this side. You want to utilize the holes as much as possible from one side to another. So one, it's a good escape route for your teammate. Two, like you said, you can surprise people by going from here to here. very easy, and that's with objects as well, that it's not gonna like slow it down. Look, that momentum is very high. Now imagine you're an enemy coming up here and you just got donked on the head by a safe. You're just trying to climb up here and it's like, ah, that's fine, survival. And you're like, what the fuck's that noise as you're climbing? And then you get hit by a safe, and they do hurt. That's why you use the Deadshot buff, so that increases it by 5% with projectiles. It really comes in handy. You also have CoffeeZilla to reduce the abilities cooldown, and 100, which to be honest I use a Last Stand on every character. So the second you take 100 damage, your damage is increased by 10%. As for the perk, coming through Dock is always a great one. You can also swap out Deadshot. I'm pretty sure it's called That's Flammable Dock. Yeah, That's Flammable Dock. For 3 seconds after knocking back an enemy with a projectile, melee damages ignite them for 1 second. So I'll show you this one real quick. So if I drop a safe on him, and it knocks him back. There you go. Instantly ignited. So he's slowed and ignited. So you see the pies. That's another thing that's nasty. If you can spike someone off with enough damage, like once they're over 100, and you spike downwards, you can get quite a lot of height, and just make sure you've got rockets just patrolling this area, to be honest. If it's on a cooldown, use it. Like if it's off of a cooldown, like just use it for the sake of using it. You have saves. By the time your safe is done being used, your rocket should be ready. So yeah, the easiest way to find out about the Acme box is you go to your glossary and you'll be able to see, because there's a lot of items. A lot. So like glossary, gameplay, I'm pretty sure there'll be items somewhere, and it should tell you the items. Okay, I don't see them there. So what I'll do is I'll put a list of all the items for the Acme box and what they do, so you can get a better understanding. But yeah, so with bugs, like I said to you, it's all about controlling the area. You want to utilize his pie throwing, safe as much as possible. If you see someone trying to climb, like I said, you want to either hit them with the pie, you want to hit them with the rockets. He's a very good character. He is better at range. You want to kind of keep away from people as much as possible. You want to be able to like back out the fight, and while you're over here, shoot a rocket or something at someone, throw a safe, and then yeah, you're kind of there to be a distraction, but at a distance. That's what I feel is the main part of a mage. It's like you want to control an area. You want to be able to know that you can jump back into your hole any second and go back over here. Come back over here. Throw rockets. You know? You want to be able to control areas. Oh, there was a Mr. Meeseeks box. So you got dynamite. Just lots of dynamite.
So long, Jack. Alley-oop. I'll take a whack at it. Aim for the fences.
Oh, what was going on there, Shaggy? You're supposed to die, buddy. There you go. So yeah, this hammer,
Can't stop me that easy.
when it gets like at a high enough level of damage for them, it can be a game changer. I've finished people with the hammer, especially mixed in with the rocket as it's been passing by. I've seen some really nasty plays of people who have actually like kicked someone straight up into the rocket. But yeah, like I said, slow as much as possible. Utilize your rockets as much as possible. Use your Acme box as well. You want to be able to get that as much as possible. I will say that all you have to be wary of with a mage character is their cooldowns. So this is Bugs Bunny for now. I can touch on some Tom and Jerry in another video, but I felt like I would give a hands-on on Bugs Bunny because I'm actually fluent in the rabbit language. And yeah, you just want to kind of air juggle. It's very hard to air juggle with a bot. People are more predictable than bots. As for character synergy, like with mages, I feel like they are very universal. The only thing I would say kind of doesn't work with would be support, because these are essentially a different kind of support. So these are like healing and buffs, whereas Bugs and Tom and Jerry are more chaotic. So mages are like a more chaotic version of support, that they're all about damage and damage control, area control, whereas the support is more, hey, we're going to try to keep you alive as long as possible. But I'll touch more on that in my support video. As for who they would go with, I do think they go really well with an assassin, because the chaoticness of a Bugs Bunny and like a Harley Quinn, which is what my partner uses, we go well together because you're able to hit those combos with an assassin, and then you can either get out of there by using Bugs' tunnel, or they're so distracted that you can do a sneaky rocket at them, and by the time they've recovered from said combo, you've hit them with a rocket, you've hit them with a safe, and you're able to get the pressure off your teammates while also keeping yourself in a safe area. if I see like a level 17 Bugs Bunny, that's when I start to worry. Most other characters I'm not that freaked out about, other than, you know, the obvious Taz, but that's just a spammy character. Or at least that's how it's played sometimes. But yeah, so this will wrap up the Mage video, mainly Bugs Bunny. I shall see you guys in the next one.